The last time Jasmine appeared on my show, she admitted that she fabricated being raped by an ex. But despite this admission, she denied faking a pregnancy. That was until she came face to face with me and my lie detector test. Then the truth came out. Watch this.
A couple months ago, I told Phil that I was pregnant with his baby. I was vomiting all the time, couldn't eat anything. I was bloated, and I felt kicking and movement in my stomach. I was hormonal and moody. I would look in the mirror and see how fat I was, and I knew I was pregnant. All the stress caused a miscarriage. I was bleeding, and 3 weeks later, I went to the hospital. They said that there was no sign of a miscarriage, and there was no sign of a pregnancy. When they told me this, I started crying. It's very upsetting. Phil was with me at the ER when they told me. He was upset, but at the same time, he didn't believe me when I said that I was pregnant. It really hurt. The next month, I had missed my menstrual cycle, and I had thought I was pregnant again. I took 10 pregnancy tests right in front of Phillip, and they all said negative. I was very vulnerable, and this guy texted me telling me how he couldn't see me with another guy, and I had consensual sex with him, and I regret it. I told Phillip that I was raped because I was embarrassed and disappointed in myself. The way Phillip found out is he had gone through my phone and seen messages between me and that person. I messed up by telling Phillip that I was raped, but I am not lying about being pregnant. I have never faked a pregnancy in my life. I love Phillip very much. We've talked about a future together, having kids together. I think he's cheating because he told me that he did. And he's told me in the past he's wanted other people and that I wasn't good enough for him. He says he couldn't remember when he cheated. He doesn't know if we were together or apart. If I fail, I'm really gonna be disappointed because I know I didn't do anything. But when I pass, I'm gonna be grateful that this is gonna end.
Were you excited when she told you you were gonna be a dad?
Yes, I was excited, but I was also nervous, and I didn't know what to do. I don't have any kids with anyone else, and I was looking forward to having a daughter.
This would have been your first child?
Mm-hmm.
She said she felt kicking in her stomach after less than 2 months of pregnancy.
Yes, she did. She told me about the butterflies, the kick in, the pain underneath her rib cage. She was vomiting.
2 months.
I saw her getting sick all the time. I was there firsthand, but yeah, it was kind of soon.
Yeah, but I mean, I can understand nausea, but, you know, kicking at 2 months, I don't think so. Why did you guys go to the ER?
Now, I noticed, I checked in with her one day. She was in the bathroom. She was bleeding. I saw blood, and I asked her for how long it was going on for.
So, which could have been a menstrual cycle?
It was going on for a few weeks, so it was much longer than a typical one, and it was much more than normal.
So you said, hey, was it your idea to go to the emergency room?
I was concerned about her safety. So we're there for about 10 hours. They do an ultrasound on her.
10 hours?
I was going back and forth. I kept on looking at her. She fell asleep for a while. I'm restless. I'm wondering what's going on. I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's having a miscarriage, maybe something. I don't know what it is. So they do an ultrasound of her pelvic region. They do one of her stomach. We wait for a few hours for the results. They come back. They tell me, hey, there's no signs of anything, that they can't tell that she was pregnant at all.
So they basically said there was no baby?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Because if she felt kicking and stuff, there'd be some signs of a baby being in there.
There would. And
little legs.
We did a lot of pregnancy tests together as well. And
yeah, she said she took 10.
It was over 12. It doesn't always pop up.
Why keep taking it?
Just in case there was a false negative.
Yeah, but after 3.
She had issues where we thought she was pregnant more than once.
Was she just a liar?
She was a liar, and that's what caused me.
Are you still with her?
Yes, I am.
What? So she cheats on you, right? And she lies that she was raped. That's a big one there.
She made me believe that, hey, I was raped, her, that she went through all this abuse, that all these bad things happened to her, that she was a victim.
So she wanted to make it out like she was raped, but she didn't consensually have sex with this person.
She told me over a dozen times in 2 months. She told me time after time, and it came up casually one day. It's like, oh, this happened to you. And I'm like, all right. I'm shocked. I'm like, why don't we go? We'll go to the police station. We'll file a report.
Yeah.
Get this dude in trouble.
How did you find out it was a lie?
I had to go through her phone. Her and I have that relationship where we have each other's passwords and that level of trust. And she...
You know what? Me and my wife had that too. Like, she knows my password. I know hers. I never go through her phone.
I felt it in my gut.
Okay.
I had something that told me she's acting weird. She was keeping her phone underneath her pillow. She was moody, the way she was flipping out on me.
So you read through these texts and it was very consensual.
It was 3 days before she came back to me. And yeah, the dude she told the dude to come over and me. Yeah.
Do you think that she seeks a lot of attention? She's an attention seeker?
Yes, she is. She plays the victim all the time. I'm hoping to find out the truth. I'm
I mean, listen, I'm not trying to break you up, but everything from this point on, oh, honey, I'm pregnant. Really? Like, you don't want that to be the reaction when your wife tells you, you know, like, I can't imagine my wife like, honey, I'm pregnant. Really? Are you Everything she tells you, you'd have to look at it like, come on.
It pushed me away further. It did.
So the big question is, did you fake that pregnancy?
No, I didn't.
But you were telling him that you felt little feet, baby feet, stomping you in the ribs.
I felt something move in my stomach is what I said.
But did you feel kicking? Did you say you felt kicking?
I did not say that.
What did you say exactly?
I said I felt something move in my stomach, and when I called the hospital...
Could have been a whopper?
What about the butterflies in the feline? What about the butterflies?
When I...
I thought I was having a daughter.
So he's taking it like he's talking to an expert. You're a mother of three. Something moved. He's taking it like you felt a baby move. And that's what you were implying, right?
That's not what I was
That's
implying.
What were you implying?
What I told him...
What were you implying?
I was implying that something moved.
You
like
felt
what?
pregnant. You told me you had morning sickness. You were throwing up every morning.
Exactly, I was.
You had the cramp and the pain underneath your ribs.
So you definitely were painting
you had a
it
baby
as you were
stomach.
pregnant. And you told him you were pregnant.
Yeah.
What about looking in the mirror, huh? You were looking in there all the time, looking at your bump.
Exactly.
You gained 15 pounds in like 2 weeks and you're not eating any more than normal?
So in your heart, you truly believed you were pregnant?
Yes.
At no time were you faking it?
No.
So when you go in the hospital, they run 1 million tests, and they don't find anything, you were like what?
I was upset about it, very surprised.
What were you upset about?
I was upset that I wasn't, because I want a future with him. I want to have kids with him. I want to be with him for the rest of my life.
Why'd you lie about being raped?
I was vulnerable. I was disappointed in myself and very embarrassed that I went back to somebody that treated me like crap.
But you do understand, like,
I
to
know
me,
it's
there's like murder, like the worst thing you do, and then probably rape is right below
know.
murder.
I know.
Think I wouldn't trust you?
I know you don't trust me.
No, you think I wouldn't trust you? You?
Oh, wait.
That you couldn't
You're
just
saying
tell
you
me.
know
You couldn't.
he doesn't trust you?
Yeah.
Why do you stay with him?
Because I love him.
Yeah, but
And
what, don't you want to be with somebody that trusts you?
no
You know,
one's
I-
ever treated me like he does.
He treats you good.
Exactly.
So why lie to him?
I would have understood.
My entire family would lie to me, and it's just something that comes natural,
What does
and
that
I
have
don't
to do
like
with
that
me?
I do it.
What does that have to do with me, though?
I hate that I do it to you.
Her?
Yes. And we asked her, while in a relationship with Phillip, have you engaged in any sexual intercourse with any other man? She answered no. While in a relationship with Phillip, have you engaged in any physical sexual contact with any other man besides Phillip? She answered no. The results of those 2 questions came back the same, and it came back that Jasmine told the truth.
I told you. I told you that I didn't.
So she actually
How
started
would I
about
believe
2 hours ago. Tell them
I
truth.
told you that I didn't.
Sorry.
Phillip took a lie detector test. And he confessed to sexual intercourse with the one woman, oral sex with another, and kissing another in a bar. So he kind of slid down the ladder. Intercourse, oral sex, kissing. But then we went on to test him. While in a relationship with Jasmine, other than the one woman, have you engaged in sexual intercourse with any other woman? He answered no. While in a relationship with Jasmine, other than the 3 women, have you engaged in any physical sexual contact with any other woman? He answered no. The results of those 2 questions came back the same, and it came back that Phillip told the truth.
Yeah, there's no. Yeah, you know, those 2 people that you thought, those, no. No.
It's your classic love story, folks. But this one, this is the main one.
Oh, my.
All right, Jasmine, you took a lie detector test whether you faked the pregnancy. We asked you, while in a relationship with Phillip, did you knowingly lie about being pregnant? And you answered yes. While in a relationship with Phillip, did you know that you were not pregnant and claim that you were in order to keep Phillip around? She answered yes.
Where was all the blood from?
Did you fabricate and lead Phillip on
Where all the
that
blood
you
come
were
from,
pregnant when you were not to keep him with you?
Yeah.
And she answered yes.
Yeah, you played me. You wanted me to stay around. You thought I wouldn't have stayed around for just you.
You told me that you were going to leave me.
I wanted you.
You told me you were going to leave me if you found out I was pregnant.
What? He was going to leave you if you were pregnant?
Yeah.
So you told him?
I know.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense.
She's self-sabotaging. I told her I wasn't ready, and I didn't want that right now. And
So why did you tell him you were pregnant?
she wanted to...
No, hold on. I want to hear from her. Why did you tell him you were pregnant?
Because at the time I thought I was, and I want a future with him.
No, but you just admitted you knew you weren't pregnant.
She took pregnancy tests.
Stop. She's a big girl. Answer the question. It says here you knew you weren't pregnant, but you told him you were.
The first time I
Why
knew-
did you do that? Oh, you're so you can't even answer now.
She played me.
Okay. Knowing that she's a born liar, her own words, not mine.
She is.
She comes from a family of liars. You're going, if you stay in this relationship, you are going to be with a liar. Do you want to stay in this relationship?
Yes, I do.
How do you stay in it, though? How do you make it work?
Be more honest.
Be
Be
more
honest
I
from
could
now
beg
on.
you for honesty.
You say you're not going to lie anymore.
Yes.
She said that before.
I'm going to ask you to leave the stage. With people today, and people's, I was raped, I didn't rape, it really demeans actual victims that people have a hard time coming forward saying this. But anyways, you don't even have to say anything. You say, you walk out those stairs, she's back there waiting for you, you give her another chance, maybe she becomes a truthful person, or you say, hey man, I'm a young guy, I got my whole life ahead of you, I'm gonna try something different, and you go out that door. Now you don't have to say anything, nothing. Jasmine says she's no longer faking anything, and she's back with an update. Let's welcome Jasmine back to the show. Jasmine, when I look back at that, I thought I was pretty funny in that show. But when you watched that, what did you think?
I felt silly and very embarrassed about the whole thing. but I don't regret coming on the show because it helped me realize that lying doesn't get you very far.
Yeah, and it complicates any relationship that you're in.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. When I'm told that when the show originally aired, you didn't watch it.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
I left that relationship in the past and I wanted it to stay there and not be reminded of it.
Oh, so you broke up with him after the show?
Yes.
So my wife was telling me around 1 year ago. Since that time, what's new with you?
I am in a new relationship with a new guy. I am engaged to him. And I am now 6 weeks pregnant.
Now, I have to ask, are you telling me the truth?
Yes, I am.
So when's the big day? There's 2 big days. When are you getting married?
That we haven't decided on yet.
And when's your due date?
My due date is September 3rd.
Oh, congratulations. Do you know if you're having a little boy or a little girl?
We don't know yet.
You don't know yet. Wait a
Nope.
second, September. Are you sure you're pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's too early to tell, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, you were on the show, and I got to commend you for coming back because, let's face it, it was pretty embarrassing. What you did was wrong, but at least you know it. What would you tell everybody out there watching now?
I would tell everybody that lying doesn't get you very far, but telling the truth does. And being in a toxic relationship, it can change a lot of things, but you can still get out, because I did.
No. Well, Jasmine, it's really good to know that you're in a good spot, you're in a good relationship. We wish you all the luck, and we hope that you have a beautiful, healthy baby. And we just hope that, you continue down this good path, that you got out of that bad habits you had. And it's really nice to see you. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Steve.
Take care.
You too.